Alrighty, welcome back to Fandom Flavor. Got a new episode for y'all today. If you like the music in the beginning, shout out to Super Dupa. He gonna continue to bring those bangers in for the intro and the outro.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna bring it in, but we got a good one for y'all. Go ahead and start. I'm your co-host Aaron,
and I'm your co-host Zach. And another week of Fandom and Flavor, y'all. Let's get it started.
Fandom and Flavor. Yep. Let's get it to it. So preseason, number 2, week 2. Carolina Panthers played the Houston Texans.
Silence that.
Yeah. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna get your opinion, what you think about the performance, or what you got to say, and yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I fell asleep like probably the third quarter, man. I had expectations of it being better. Offense, I don't know. I feel like everybody's focus. Everybody wants to see the offense do well, and then we know the defense is going to be shaky, but we also if the defense is going to be shaky, let the offense be good. And then the fact that the offense was not good either, it's everybody has everybody pausing for concern, oh man, they panicking. I'm not going to sit here and panic. I'm not going to sit here and panic because it is preseason. And the second thing, the offense only went 2 series. The defense looked better. The first team defense looks better to me. Yeah, CJ Stroud threw a touchdown, but also that was against Bartholomew. I think that was who got a touchdown. Yeah. Nico Collins got on. So I'm like, that's
all about blitz on that one though.
Yeah, but that's J.C. Horn there. So I feel I feel more comfortable with J.C. Horn in that situation, and maybe somebody can get home. Maybe Derek Brown can get home, or not Derek Brown, because Derek Brown was on the field in that possession. He only played 1 series or whatever.
Yeah, he
only played a few.
Yeah, they scored in the second series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Series, so that's why I said the defense did its job in the very beginning. The offense just sputtered. I was because I wanted them to go out there for another third series. I thought they were going because they really had time to, when Andy Dalton came in, they had time to play one more series but like you said, like me and you talked about offline, that they weren't really playing with energy. They really weren't playing hard, and it's the offensive line was getting blasted. So it was no need because Bryce already had got sacked. He already had a scramble for 2 yards, and then you know what I'm saying. So he only threw 2 passes. Everybody was like, "Oh man," makes it but he only threw 2 passes.
Passes.
Yeah, he threw an interception, but that was a free play. So that.
Yeah, it was a flag.
Yeah,
so
he already knew that. Yeah, I wish he had got a little more arm on it. I mean, he should have stepped into that throw. He kind of just chucked it up there. He didn't really throw it.
He just because there was really no open position. He was well, just throw it. He already
he could throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, I throw the free play. And hopefully a receiver might just come over and just make a crazy grab or something. But that you always throw it up. Especially if the defender got the flag. Yeah. I don't care. Don't throw that out of bounds. Throw it up.
If you're gonna throw it, throw a little bit more mustard. But
he was already run out of bounds and about to.
That's why I say he really couldn't get too much on it. But that's why I thought he was gonna throw out of bounds. But then, like you said, it was it was a penalty. But the defensive side, I saw a few things. Corey Thornton still flashed to me on the screen. Princely Umamelin flashed on the screen for me yesterday. It was some bright spots. Yesterday. Not many. But it was some bright spots, so I was like, okay. Yeah. I like that Bryson Tremaine dude. He look all right.
Oh, yeah, the receiver. Yeah,
I'm glad to see Hunter Renfrow back out there.
Yeah, it was good to see him. Obviously, Andy Dalton, they'll put more reps, in that second quarter where, him coming in, he probably got a lot more touches than other players, but he got a little injury, so he sent him out. So, my biggest thing is always preseason. If you get through preseason healthy, and if they can get through that healthy, already Nick Scoring got a collapsed lung. We don't know the severity of it, but I just hope there's nothing to have him missing a lot of times.
Yeah,
hopefully it could be ready by week 1, or not week 1, maybe week 2.
The thing with his situation, which we weren't expecting him to be a starter right off the bat, so that it gives him a little bit of time to recover. So
right,
in that sense, so there's no need to rush him back. But, But I think hopefully I've heard from I was listening to Dave Canales and things. It's not like it's not too bad. He drove back home. He's getting treatment and stuff. So and then this week they weren't going to play the starters this week
starters
anyway. So they was going to have good.
But those are his reps anyway, because he, like you said, he ain't starting anyway, regardless. He's come out the bench, but
Yeah,
those have been
that's true.
that
That's
have been
true.
his
That's
reps.
true. But
Those has been reps to play.
yeah, I mean, but I saw enough from Nick Scourt in that first game that I was like, okay, this kid is gonna be all right. It's gonna be as the season goes on, he's gonna be better and better. He's gonna be better and better. He's only 20 years old, so that's another thing. Like he's super young. Like
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be really good. So
Him and Princely.
I like the outside linebacker depth right now. I mean, I think they're gonna be pretty solid. I feel like our defensive line got a little more pressure the past couple of games, but we'll see though. We got two full weeks left before the regular season, and so that's gonna be the real test when we go to Jacksonville. We're gonna see.
Obviously, yeah. I mean that's the whole test throughout everybody's team. Week 1 is always gonna be the test for everybody.
Man, let's come out and be competitive. If we competitive, we have a chance to win that game. Or not, I mean, as long as we're competitive, let's not like I don't want us to come out like we did week 1 last year.
Nah, I think the narrative this year, like you can even tell with Bryce, like just listen to him his press conference, like he's confident and ready to go. Like week 1, they know what. Like I think like they've been putting good practices against these joint practices, so I think they've been getting all that effort throughout those joint practices. I know they came out flat this preseason game, but I think they're gonna be ready to go just confidently. Do you think people should be panicking? Like as some people would say, just based off these preseason games, or do you think they should be just stay?
There's no need because the thing is, I want the bad reps to be in preseason. They get the bad stuff out because last year they didn't play in the preseason enough. I mean, I feel like they could have played a little bit more this preseason, but they did at least play 2 games because everybody was worried about them playing last year. They played one. Well, they played one series. Or
one
2?
Series, yeah. And
they played one series in the last game, so they played multiple series this time around. Get some of the bad. They get some of that bad. They had two joint practices with 2 different teams, so I'm like they got a lot more reps in the flow of things. So I think they all gonna be a little more. Then on top of that, like also the play calling was from Brad Isaac, and I think Jonathan Cooley called the defense. I think that's what they say. I don't think Dave Canales called the offense. So I'm like, hopefully though, I'm not 100% sold on Dave Canales' play calling, but it got better as the season progressed last year. And so I think hopefully they hit the ground running this year. Like let's not come out and just be bad like they did. Like I said against the Saints, like they had no answers for the blitz last year. It was 10-40 something. Like the defense couldn't hold water. The offense couldn't move the ball. It was bad all around. I think if they are competitive, like I feel like they can have a legit chance of beating Jacksonville, but at least be competitive against Jacksonville.
Yeah,
I think they're both back.
Yeah, I think they're both young teams and trying to establish a winning culture in their franchise. So I definitely believe that we should be very competitive. I mean, I'm not in the locker room, so I ain't gonna say they should, but I feel confident enough that they will be competitive out there and at least try to get a win. That's all that matters to me. Yeah. I mean, at some point, as we want to turn that competitiveness into wins, so I think that's the nature. I think those last couple games, the games last year, they were competitive, and we was in games, and we just didn't execute or we didn't finish down at the end of the game. So I think this year should be turn that competitiveness into winning. So yeah. I think that should carry over. It'll be a big help. So I'm ready to see.
We're gonna see
what's next. I'm ready to see what's next.
I'm just ready to have a fun team to watch, man. Let me see some fun, exciting football. Let me see some competitive football. Let me see because like near the end of the season when Bryce started putting it together, the offense started looking better. The defense let us down, but we was in those games. When we're in those games and it's competitive, it gives you hope. But also, I mean, it hurts, but it gives you hope. It's like, okay, we're not too far off. We're not too far.
There's a couple plays, one play here, one play there.
We win the game, yeah.
But that's a game of football, though.
It is, but we all thinking like, oh, they're gonna pick up where they left off. I'm not sure.
They got to establish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure, but I just hope they don't. I just hope they don't get off to a slow start.
What you can do, you could take that mentality of what you have from the last year and bring it over to this year. Obviously, you got to establish the competitiveness, to establish the chemistry, because all new players, all come in, you got to establish that chemistry between everybody else. So it's going to take a little while. I want to say while, but it's going to take a couple of games just to get there and then have a full thriving offense. And so that takes time for every team.
Yeah, that is true, because they always say the defense is ahead of the offense usually during the start of the season. So, but I just don't want that. We just. Yeah, and also, I mean, last year Bryce lost 6 games because he was benched, which he needed to be benched. But now, hopefully, he comes in and he he's not looking so bad where they have to pull him. You know what I mean? Which I don't think that's going to be the case this year. I think he's going to be a solid. I think he's going to – the feeling I have is like I feel like if you've seen yourself do it several times, like like that confidence now is like, okay, I can do it now. Like he's been – like he know how to drive the – he know how to execute at the end of the game, close games, like a couple of games near the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if you have the confidence to be able to execute against you, like, you know, I belong here, then you'll go out and do it. So, and I think a full season of Bryce, his third season, because everybody think it's like, oh, he's been here. It's year 3, and it's his second year in this offense, second year with a little bit of stability. So now it's like he should be starting to make. So really, technically, he's like gonna make a strides that he should have made in his second year, you know, his third year. So, and
I mean, it's definitely time. You know, I think I watched Cam Newton 4th and 1. He was talking about all the, you know, that's on the hot seat. Yeah, in the hot seat. Yeah. I was like, yeah, but it definitely agrees with the quarterbacks that he lists. But yeah, me being Bryce Young being one of them, and I think it's time. Yeah, you got to make positive stretches now. So you got to establish that you're the quarterback for the team, because you obviously got another contract year coming up the next year to get, you know, get the contract extension or get tag.
Well, let me ask you this: what are you expecting? What's your expectations for this team this year?
My expectation, on a high note, I would say 10 wins. 10.
10? Okay.
10.
That's what. I mean, no. I'm saying no, like not the high, not the like the high, not the over and under. No, like what are your expectations? Like what do you think their win-loss record is going to be? And then what do you think a successful season for Bryce Young looks like?
Let me think. 9. I'm gonna say 9-8.
Okay.
9-8. I think that's this NFC South division is so wide open. It's up for grabs. The Buccaneers being the favorites to win it, but the Saints and Falcons, they're you don't know what they have. You don't know what they're gonna fall on. You know, it's Panthers, because we're a Panthers fan, obviously we won't say we're going to be successful, but it's same things for Panthers. Nobody knows what we have, and so we got to put forth that tape and show. But I think we at least got a better edge over the Falcons and the Saints, though. But so I would say 9-8. A good Bryce Young season would be, I want him to throw for 3,500 yards and have at least 32 touchdowns.
Okay.
With 8 to 9. And I'll say 7 to 8 interceptions.
Oh, so you talk about a Pro Bowl season from Bryce this year.
And yeah, he should be able to do that. I think he has the weapons to be able to do that. Okay. I think he has the utilize, just make smart plays and get into the end zone. So I think 30 plus touchdowns should be the goal.
So what was his stats last year? Let me see. Let me look at it real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me get 1 second. 35. I think 3,500 is definitely doable for him. Let me see.
3,500 yards, 3,500 plus with 30 plus touchdowns.
Okay.
And I want single digits. Interceptions.
Okay. Let's see. Last year he threw for 2,400 yards, right? Yep. 15 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He played 14 games last year out of 17. He had a QBR 54 with an 82 QB rate. Mm-hmm. So, okay, I'll give you that. I would say, so he had 2,400. I feel like he definitely can get 35. I definitely feel like he can double the touchdown total, not to 30. And I think he should keep his interception. If he can keep his interceptions around 9 or 10, I think that's good. Yeah. And then his I think if you can get his completion percentage up, because right now it's a 60.9. If you can get up to 65%. Yeah, I think it'd be a solid quarterback. What we're asking, excuse me. What we're asking from him, I feel like is definitely doable.
Yeah, it's definitely doable.
Because I think he has the ability. Like he's shown. Like some people, sometimes do like, man, I don't know this guy. I'll be like, I read comments sometimes in videos and stuff, and people feel like, oh, he can't do it because of his size, but. He's shown the ability that he can. Like he has the talent. Like he's been playing at a high level for a very long time in his career. He's only 24, but I feel like he's shown that he can make the necessary throws. He shows that he can process really well. He can show that he's mobile. Only thing I'd be wondering sometimes, I'm like, man, sometimes he need to mix it up when he rolls out. Like he always rolls out to the right. If you notice, because like it was one play yesterday where he should have rolled to the left because the guys were going that way. He rolled to the right. It was nobody over there. He had nobody to throw it to. So
that play action pass.
Yeah,
that
that one you got to roll to your left. You got to because they I know they like just spin out and roll to your left and then make something happen that way. So sometimes because even that play went against the Eagles last year, man, he finally rolled. He went to his left and made a play. So like I said, he liked to roll to his right a lot, but that's one area he can grow. But
yeah.
So, but I think I agree. I think 3,500, 35 to I would say 37. He should be shooting for 3,700.
Yeah.
Because the closer you get to 4,000, because I think I was looking at the math, like it's like 220 yards a game to get 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
That's because
everybody always, the reason why I said 30 that range because I also wanted to establish the run with those Chuba and Rico.
See that I was about to say that's the next thing I was going to say. I'm like, how much are they going to run the ball? Now everybody else, like Dave Canon's always saying he wants to be a run first team, but in preseason, like maybe this is because he's trying to get the receiver. They're trying to get the receivers the opportunity to catch the ball, but they don't run. I mean, and like I said, and also you don't want to wear your guys out in preseason, but they don't like last year. I feel like he didn't run the ball enough in certain situations. What you think?
Mm-hmm. I felt like, and when he did run, we was in the game, but I also felt like situations forced us to pass the ball a lot. And also in the sense of trying to develop Bryce, in a sense too, like we're not going to the playoffs. I think Chuba had a phenomenal Pro Bowl season with, the stats that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Did he even make it? He made the Pro Bowl, didn't he?
No, he didn't. But he had a good season. He was 8th in rushing yards. He had a good season.
Yeah, he had a great season, but I think he put up Pro Bowl numbers. But besides touchdowns, I would say he had a good season. And I think they were just trying to establish of what Bryce can do. I felt like was the main factors like QB. I mean, you got to figure out what you have. QB is. Yeah, what you have, and go from there. Because they established a line. Yes, his totals went from 62 sacks his his rookie year to his next year, only getting sacked 29 times. That's a big difference.
It is the thing. He didn't play in 6 games, but also, man, from preseason game, I understand. Like you said, we know they didn't bring the necessary energy, but that offensive line still a little shaky in pass blocking, man.
Yeah,
still a little shaky. Because
I still think they didn't try.
I hope so. I hope that's okay. Because I'm like, man, I know we're solid at run blocking, but man, like let's come on, pass block. We got to as much as we have weapons, but the offensive line better block. They got to block for them. Because you got to give time for Bryce. You got to give time for Bryce to go downfield. Like everybody always be like, oh, he'd be like dinking and dunking, but sometimes you got to get them quick passes out because the offensive line's not holding up. So I think so. So hopefully with a two-headed running back monster, you know what I'm saying, this year, that we can really establish the run and it can really really load the box up to give us a chance to really push the ball down the field on play action.
Yeah. I believe. Having those two backs is going to be definitely helpful. Just having it puts up a lot of plays. I think, like you said, Chuba just got ran through the wall. I mean, that whole season. Because they had Jonathan Brooks came back, get injured, so you was hoping to have. And Miles Sanders didn't play so well, so I think him and Rico should be a good dynamic duo. Just splitting the backfield and keeping those guys fresh and helping them each other block for Bryce and whenever they need to block, and just having fresh guys can help a lot. So. We also haven't seen Damian Lewis. He hasn't played yet. I think he's just trying to either recovering from an injury.
He got a shoulder injury.
Yeah, Chandler Zavala is recovering from an injury. So those are two good. Those are two other good old lines that we're missing.
But Cade Mays played. Man, Cade Mays played fine in that guard position. I'm fine with him at guard.
Yeah. I think I'm cool with that too because he was competing for the center position.
And starting.
Regardless. Starting. Yeah. So I think I'm not really worried about too much the O line. They all came back together. They brought back the same squad, same O line for a reason. So I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, everything from. Everybody looked flat from the start to finish from the offense and in the first 2 drives. So and that's why they just got to take them out because they ain't really want them. I don't know how. They didn't really want to be there. I don't know how hard the practice was on the
Thursday.
That Thursday, and so I don't. They probably did their job and hey, we won that Thursday practice. That was their game, so it's just preseason. So obviously we don't get to see it. Obviously you want to show the fans because you always could take that at a grain of salt. And practice.
And that's what everybody's holding on to because only thing we have is a preseason this year. Everybody's just laser focused, show us something.
Yeah.
And that's what scares everybody. It's like, because like if everybody was able to see the joint practice and see how if we did really well against joint practice against the first team, like, oh, okay, everybody probably like, oh, they look good in joint practice. But that's the thing. Last year they looked good in joint practice against the Jets.
Yeah.
And then they had that little step one series against the Bills. I think last year in the preseason. I think it was the Bills. I don't know who it was, but they had that one series in the preseason, and then we were like, oh, they look all right. You go ahead and score that touchdown. Like, fine. Then they came out against the Saints, and it's like they ain't never played football before. You're like,
first play, like miscommunication, interception,
and then like the next drive, a bomb,
then a deep bomb play on just
yo, what's going on? What just happened?
Yeah, it's like everybody just lost no focus. They didn't know what they were doing. Nerves all. I'm like, come on, now.
It was a shell shock, boy. It didn't get any better from there. It didn't get any better from there.
Next game, I guess the
Chargers. Yes, that looked bad. It looked bad. He did it again. He threw out the first interception, the first drive again, and then the defense. Well, J.C. Horn did get an interception that game, but
the game was
closer.
The run defense at that game because J.K. Dobbins went off that game too.
The run that's when we knew exactly the run defense was terrible because they're going what's his name from Derek Carr. He looked like a Super Bowl winning MVP quarterback. When he was playing against us, I mean, he was throwing bomb touchdown. I think it was like he didn't even have no incompletions in the very beginning. It was something crazy.
Yeah, he whooped. He was hot he started off hot that season.
Yeah.
And then
they went downhill.
Yeah. Same thing for the Falcons. Trickle down.
So I'm nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm like I'm interested to see how the Falcons are, see if they're good. Because I mean. Some people are not sold on Michael Penix, but everybody else say they're not sold on Bryce. They're not sold. I think Michael Penix gonna be fine.
I think Michael Penix is gonna be fine too. I think they really like Michael Penix being a quarterback as well.
Yeah, so I mean he was an eighth over. He was an eighth over. It's like that, people forget like he was the 8th overall pick in the draft last year, like the first round. Like he's a top 10 draft pick. So they expect him to be good. I mean, he played solid against us last year in that final game.
He did. I mean, he had nothing else to lose. Go out and play. Just throw the ball and see where he lands.
Bryce outplayed him though.
He definitely did.
He outplayed him. So that gives me hope. Like he outplayed him, but we'll see. So. I'm excited. I'm still excited for the season, no matter what the outcome has been for these preseason games. Even though we 0-2, who cares? It just happens.
Yeah. We're gonna just see. We're gonna take it one game at a time. That's the motive. That's the motivation. Take it one game at a time, one step at a time, and just one play at a time. Because you got to just go play, make the right plays, execute, and just make it like he said. Who's gonna make plays? That's all. That's all football is. Who gonna make plays? Who gonna make the special play? If it's a bad throw or whatnot, just go and get it. If it's in your catch radius, you got to go get it.
Yeah.
You can't let the ball go through your hands because like Sanders yesterday. I mean,
yesterday.
The ball right through his hands.
It was.
And it was like right there. And there's nobody else right there. You got to catch it.
Yeah.
So you got to catch it. So I think that's all it is. It just boils down to these guys making plays. So we're going to see.
Yeah.
Week 1, we're going to see Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm ready. We're going to see who gets cut, who makes the team.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the next topic. We're gonna. You got anything else to say about that?
Let's go. Let's move on.
All right. We're gonna do Would You Rather. I think we talked about this the other day. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have a quarterback with a strong arm or a quarterback that has?
Because you're so much. I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
Strong arm. What was the other?
It's like, are you rather have a strong arm or accurate quarterback?
Accurate quarterback.
Which one you prefer?
What did you say?
Yeah, I think accuracy is more pivotal. I mean, because I was like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, all them, they had the strongest arm. They had no cannon of an arm. Yeah, I know John Elway had one, and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. They got cannons. They got cannons as arms, and Justin Herbert. But I like accuracy, like just like Joe Burrow. He don't have a cannon of an arm, but he's very accurate.
He's accurate.
Tua's accurate, even though that's not a good analogy. But I think Patrick Mahomes is very accurate for the most part.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's a blend of both.
But you got like Joe Montana. They was very accurate. They didn't have a strong arm, or Drew Brees. He didn't have a really rocket of an arm. That's why I was like, okay, I like accuracy because because we had a quarterback with the Panthers with Cam Newton, phenomenal athlete, everything. But sometimes we used to complain about it, like, man, he's not very accurate. He had a cannon of an arm. Like, it's like, so, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. No, sometimes he would throw some dots. Don't get me wrong.
He throw some dots.
He would throw some dots, but sometimes it's like some of the simple throws he'd be overthrown. You're like, dang, he right there. Just a little bit of touch. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, if you can have touch on the ball. So if you have a cannon of an arm and you have touch, then it's a perfect combination, which is what Patrick Mahomes, I feel like, has. He has he could throw, he can needle in there, he can zoom it in there, but he also can touch it. Touch pass. Yeah. So and that so I like that aspect. So like, cause like with us, like we talk about going back to our team, the Panthers, Bryce, he doesn't have a cannon of an arm, but I feel like he can make all the throws because he's shown that he can make all the throws. He did it in college, and he's thrown some deep passes in the NFL. But I think what's going to really separate is that I think he has a really good touch on the ball. Like I feel like he's going to be a very accurate quarterback. Right now, his numbers hasn't shown that. But I think as time goes on, he's going to be in the high 60s, maybe even the 70s at one point, at one day in the completion. Once he get the necessary weapons and guys catch the ball, like you said, JT Sanders dropping the pass. Yeah. So it's like, so that's what I'm saying. So I'll say, to me, I think more accuracy is more vital to me than just straight up power on the throw.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think I would choose an accurate quarterback over a power quarterback. A strong arm quarterback. I think for me, I say it depends on personnel. Like, when you got some speedster wide receivers, like say you had the wide receiver core of Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Now, I'd rather have a strong arm quarterback because they could outrun everybody. They don't have to need the touch. They could just go get it. They'll go outrun everybody and go catch the ball. So then in that personnel, you would like to have a strong arm quarterback because you need that personnel. Like there's kind of a situation with the Tua because Tua don't have a strong arm, but he got these fast wide receivers that sometimes he'll underthrow them. He'll just have a nice little touch on it, but he doesn't. He'll throw them.
I'm gonna say, who will be a perfect match for them? I think Russell Wilson. He throws
Russell Wilson.
He throws a beautiful deep ball, boy. He better just lie that sucker up there, and they just run right up under it because they got so much, like you said, they got so much speed. He just
speed. And he throws good.
A great ball.
Yeah, he used to kill that, and when he was with Seattle, and he's still like that now with the Giants. And
he did one the other day against the Giants. He just threw one yesterday through a bomb.
No, that Giants, those three quarterbacks, they've been playing. They've been cooking. I give them that. They cook these preseasons.
That's what competition brings out, boy. Brings the best out.
So those three. I mean, Russell Wilson, elite neighbors. That's a dog right there. Now he got a good quarterback. Shoot, and the LSU boys, man. LSU wide receiver.
I think Jackson Dart is he's definitely gonna be the future. But he got two good quarterbacks in front of him. Well, solid. Well, I mean, you definitely got Russell Wilson, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. People forget that. I think people disrespect Russell Wilson sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
He's a winner. A Super Bowl should have been a two-time.
Yeah.
But and then Jameis Winston, he won with the first quarter. Was
30 for 30.
Thank you. I bet
30 for 30.
He threw for 5,000 yards.
30 he did.
Touchdowns. 30. But I mean, he'll sling it. That's one thing. Jameis Winston will sling the ball now. But he was slinging the hardest way too. He gonna give you one.
Yeah,
he gonna give you one or two a game.
Like when I watch him, when he started off for the Browns, like he was winning. He was playing good. Like he could win you a game. Yeah. It's just like he's just kind of nervous because you don't want him to throw the interceptions, but that's gonna happen. But it will happen. But then he'll come right back and throw a touchdown. So it's like.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
It's the time. It's just the timing of it.
You can't give a touchdown and then throw it to the team.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's the timing of it. Like you got it back, and you just made a mistake right there. So, but those two dudes good. But those dudes, we're gonna see how the Giants will be this year. But I think that's just the personnel for a strong arm quarterback. But which kind of goes into play. Like I would placement, like with an accurate quarterback. Mm-hmm. You need route running. I think that's just a good timing. He just like you said with Bryce Young, I think he's an accurate quarterback, so his time is impeccable and I know where that person got to be at. So you got to be in a perfect position, like how Tom Brady, he'd be get on every wide receiver hand on the right, do the right route and not the right place because you got to be there because that ball gonna be there. It's gonna be accurate, so you just got to be in the right spot so he can get you the ball.
It's gonna be time, and that's the thing. That's why it's very critical for chemistry. So they time on task, as they say. Well, so all right then. Yeah, I mean,
And then another one, which will goes into that, would you rather have
okay.
a fast wide receiver or a route runner wide receiver?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. That, you know what? Like, that's another thing. It's another aspect to a receiver. I ain't trying to change. I ain't not trying to change the quick, but also, you know, I'm gonna come back to that scenario. I'm gonna throw that one out to you. But for is it speed or route running? I think route running. Once again, route running because speed is gonna wane. Because Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest guy, but he was a technician in running routes. And you see what the route he got like every record as a wide receiver. I mean, don't get me wrong, Randy Moss was fast. He was fast. He was fast and stuff. He just throw them deep balls. But give me I'm taking Jerry Rice over Randy Moss.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Because he's a technician, man. You a technician, like you gonna be cutting people up. But you like I mean, you can't like speak like you savage. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying somebody slow. We're not saying somebody that can run like a 4.8, 4.9, like not that slow.
Yeah.
But I want somebody that got good hands but is a technician and route run. Like you said, you know where they're gonna be and things. So because that's how you really get open. Even with Tyreek Hill, like even with him being very fast,
he got route running.
That's what I'm about to say. Even with him being his speed, he still had to be able to run routes. You still got to be able to run the route tree. And because Justin Jefferson. He's not the fastest, but he can run routes, especially Devontae Adams. And
Devontae Adams.
He's not a very fast runner, but Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, who led the league in every category.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near the fastest guy. So that's why I said you could be a successful wide. That's why I say Jerry Rice or just give me a technically sound route runner, wide receiver, and we gonna do some work. We can do some work with that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think I'm gonna choose route runner with speedster, but like I said, it goes down to personnel. Like what I'd rather have. I have like a strong arm quarterback. I'm going speed because if I have a Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Xavier Worthy, Jameson Williams. Who else? A speedster. Devin Hester, like somebody this fast.
Yeah, but it only goes so far. That's what I said. But
it does. I mean, but it only goes so far. But I would choose route running easily because it's just sustainable. It's long lasting. You always can be that type of guy that always can catch the ball and get a few yards because you just need to get 10.
Yeah, because you need to get 10. You're gonna naturally lose a step as you get older. You're gonna naturally lose a step, but that's gonna be sustainable because the technique. You can translate the technique throughout the years. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Being that was they call a savvy veteran. Like you gonna be able to because then you gonna.
I'm around St. Brown. I had that's another one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pose this question. So you're gonna stick on wide receivers. What would you rather have? A natural pass catcher or just a freak athlete at the wide receiver position?
A freak athlete.
You want a freak athlete instead of a natural pass?
Julio Jones.
Okay.
Megatron. Those are just two names I can think of right now. But give me somebody that just they just a freak of nature. DK Metcalf. I say he's one of them. Somebody just go get it.
Mm-hmm.
You like I don't know how he got that. I'd rather take that than just a pass catcher. I mean,
because when I say a natural pass catcher, I'm looking at like Larry Fitzgerald, somebody that got great hands.
Hands,
hand catcher. I definitely like, or I could toss it to you, a hand catcher or a body catcher. Which one you like better?
A hands catcher easily because you don't never want to catch. You don't want to catch with your body.
Exactly.
You're not cuffing, and that another thing that DK Metcalf does a lot. He'll try to catch with his body. That's not good. You want to catch with your hands so you can bring it in, but.
I want a receiver where I know, like, man, anything in their vicinity they coming down with because they got great hands.
Coming down.
They have great hands. So like I said, so that's just my take on that. What else? Like, well, I guess we have one more scenario. Let's do one more.
Well, okay, I got you. You want to be? Do you want an elusive running back or a power back?
That's a good one. That is a good one.
And then I'm gonna transition. I'll tell you. What out of those three positions, what quarterback and wide receiver and running back will you choose in your fantasy?
Oh, for all three of those?
Out of those three. At the answers running back.
For the elusive or power running back. Ooh. It's not that many power running backs, but Derrick Henry's a power running back.
Yes, he got to accelerate.
What would you qualify Saquon Barkley?
Elusive.
Okay, so that's
Shady
tough.
McCoy.
That's tough.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was
Barry
elusive.
Sanders.
He was nasty. Give me elusive.
Who else?
Give me elusive. It's more. It's more electric.
It's electric. Yes. It's when you see a person shifty, shake out their shoe, shake them out their shoes or whatever. You know, you could juke them to get nice with it. But there's some running backs that could truck people. It's like, dang, he won't go down. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Jerome Bettis.
Bettis.
I mean, we have a lot of very power backs that was nasty. But I'll take the elusive because the elusive was just it's more electric, it's more dynamic. And I feel like they got the more home run ability. Maybe you can say
it is. It's just like, oh, shoot, he got up out of there. But it's also like,
look at Christian McCaffrey. He's another elusive back.
He's elusive, but I also look at the Lions. Lions are a perfect example. You have David Montgomery and you have Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah. David Montgomery is a power back. Jahmyr Gibbs is a elusive back. Yeah. And like they are tag team so well. I mean, just like how the Panthers, DeAndre Williams and Jonathan Stewart. They pair. It was a good pair. But me personally, like you said, electrifying. I want to see elusive because it's fast and quick, and that's just my type of thing. That's how if I want to choose a running back, that's what I would choose.
So all right. So based off my fantasy football, I'm going with an accurate quarterback, a hand savvy technical route running receiver, and a looser running back. So all right. So for quarterback, I'm going with who's a very accurate. I'm going either Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow.
Okay.
For accurate quarterback, I'm going with for a wide receiver. I'm going with Justin Jefferson or so I got to go with Jamar Chase. Even though what would you call Jamar Chase? Is he a speedster or he a route runner?
He's a speedster.
So he's not a route runner.
He's a speedster.
You don't think he's a route runner?
No, he got route running, but he's fast.
He is fast.
He's fast. He's faster than Jefferson. Like you said, Jefferson depends on his route running a little bit more, but Jamar Chase is fast with it, and that he makes his little route running so smooth because his speed helps him out so much. So he doesn't really have to do too many routes to get open. Yeah, and I think Jamar Chase is a speedster.
Okay,
so
if I'm gonna choose between those two, I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson, and then. Even Jamar Chase, he's a tough one. And then for the running back, I'm going with Saquon Barkley. Come on, man. He just had a phenomenal season, and he's behind that offensive line with the Eagles. So that's why that's my fear. So I'm going with. So we're gonna do Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and Saquon Barkley.
Justin Jefferson.
That's my three.
Saquon Barkley. Okay.
What you got?
Oh, all right. I'm going with Joe Burrow, Matt Patrick. I'm going Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I'm going Lamar. I think people discredit him for his accuracy more than his running ability.
Okay.
The man threw I don't know how many touchdowns, but he had like 4 or 3 interceptions that whole year.
Mm-hmm.
He threw 30 plus touchdowns and only had 4 interceptions. So the man accurate. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Lamar.
Okay.
Running back, I'm going with. Might as well stick with the parent, Derrick Henry.
You go with the Ravens that offense, ain't you?
I'm going.
So you done switched up. So I thought you said you wanted elusive. I thought you said you wanted elusive.
I do. I mean, I was going to pick Saquon, but you picked Saquon.
You can pick Saquon.
I'm just thinking if we doing fantasy, that I can't pick him again. Okay. So no, I take that back. Let me get Jahmyr Gibbs. Let me get Gibbs. Okay. I don't want Derrick Henry. Give me Gibbs. And then as for wide receiver. Let me get Malik Neighbors.
I'm trying. Okay.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Gibbs, Neighbors, and Jackson.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't go with another technician like Devontae Adams.
I was gonna go with Devontae. I thought about that, but I think Neighbors he's good too. I think he's another Jamar Chase if you get him the right quarterback.
Okay, but so he's more of a speedster then. So you going with a speedster instead of the route. Which one you going with?
Route running.
You going with speedster instead of route running?
Well, that's what I said for Jamar Chase kind of falls in that both categories, like how Patrick Mahomes is like
Both
he
categories.
got an arm and he got touch, and they kind of fall into it because I think Jamar Chase is a solid route runner, but he also is very fast. I think his speed just outweighs his route running more.
Okay.
And I think the same thing for Neighbors. Neighbors is fast, but his route running is kind of like behind that. But he's not bad at it. He's gonna get open. So
Yeah.
I just believe that's how I see. I think Neighbors is on the up and up.
Okay.
We're gonna see this year.
So you going with
I
Lamar,
mean,
Lamar,
because with the
Jahmyr
bad
Gibbs,
quarterback they here, yeah,
and Malik Neighbors, and I'm
Malik Neighbors,
going
yep.
with Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, and Justin Jefferson. Solid team. Those both, you can't go wrong with either one. Those both.
Okay, so you solidified on Justin Jefferson. So you choosing Justin Jefferson over Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I thought y'all didn't know which one you were choosing.
I said that's what you said. Pick. I only can pick one. So yeah.
So you solidified. You said Joe Burrow, Saquon,
Justin Jefferson. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take out Neighbors because you didn't say I'm gonna put Chase in there because Chase is already solidified. Chase is solidified now. We trying to see you on the up and up, but I definitely believe.
Yeah. I was wondering. I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay.
I didn't know you.
I can't have two.
Choose one. No, you can't. Yeah. I was just saying either one you was choosing. You said or you didn't solidify it to just then.
Okay, you go back, play it back, y'all. I said I went and did my
first. You said Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow.
Yeah, but then I came back. I said, I'm gonna pick Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
So that's a solid. I think it's a solid.
I got Jackson, Gibbs, Chase.
Lamar Jackson,
I like that.
Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jamar Chase. Can't go wrong. We can't go wrong with those three.
Yeah, those some dogs right there.
Yep,
some dogs right there. All right, we're gonna switch conversation. Oh, one more. This is gonna be off a little bit off football, but would you rather have flight ability? It's gonna talk about a little superhero.
Gotcha.
Flight ability? Would you have flight ability or speed? No. Take out the flight. Would you have teleportation?
You already know, man. I go for teleportation. You can. That's faster than speed. I can teleport anywhere I want to.
Speed?
Teleportation. I can teleport to another daggone you.
You can run. Well, no, you can't. You can't do all that.
No, you can't.
Hold on now. Your teleportation, that daggone strong, you can teleport to a whole nother universe.
Depends on how awesome your teleportation is. You didn't give any parameters on what you know.
I can open a portal and go travel to another universe. Then
you can, but that's not what you're saying. You can't. That's not what you can do.
I mean, but just saying that, like,
I
mean, as fast as that, you could might as well say you teleported. Could you be super fast? Like, I'm right here too.
Yeah, I can teleport. Look, I'm trying to tell you, I can teleport faster than you can run across the world.
Man, yeah, I believe so. I would hope so.
I was just saying, you could be the Flash. And I could teleport. I feel like I could beat the Flash in teleportation with him running, you know. So
I guess. Hey, I don't know. People in the comments, y'all let us know which one you would choose.
Yeah, teleportation. What superpower would you want?
Yeah, which one you would like to have? Speed or teleportation?
Well, you don't even have to go with those two. Just give us a superpower that you rather have in general. Like if you could choose any superpower, what would it be? Leave that in the comments, man. Maybe we can get back to that next week.
I would actually, for that question, I would say I would like telekinesis.
Okay, that's cool. Can't you? To move stuff with your mind, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I think I'd rather have that because just move anything, just move it. Yeah,
gotcha.
Easily take that one. All right. That was that one. Now we'll move on to talk about crumble cookie.
He all over the place, so we gonna jump to food. Okay.
I want to move on to another one. I want to move to the next conversation. So I want to talk about crumble cookies. So what's your opinions about crumble cookies?
I ain't had crumble cookies in a while. So I'll be honest with you. I like that they have the different flavors. I like that how they change it up. But I'm not a huge fan of crumble cookies. That's not a place I like. It's not because it's not a traditional cookie, just the texture wise, and that's why it's called crumble because it kind of crumbles. Like my wife says that is kind of like undercooked. Like she feels like. I think a lot of people have that same sentiment. It's like grainy. Like or more like a cake, like kind of cakey, kind of.
It's kind of cakey. It's a lot.
So I'm more of a like if I go get a cookie, like I'm thinking about a cookie from like Subway, something gooey, chewy, just delicious. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my take.
I mean, I like crumble cookie.
Okay.
I would say I like the like you said, the variety of it, and there's always something new. So I think that's the thing. I feel like people like this. I mean, this is a preference thing. I don't like my cookies to be like. I like it to be soft, so I like soft cookies. I mean, some people like to get like you want it crunchy, around the edge. I feel like you want crunchy cookie. Go get you a dad cookie at the store. Go get a chip ahoy if you really want a crunchy cookie.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of crunchy cookies because I feel like overcooked.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I like soft cookies, like
Soft
how
and
you said
gooey.
Subway. Yeah. I think the no, but I think crumble cookie. I just like that, just the variety of it. So I mean, people hate it. People love it. Things are big controversial. They always talk about the different flavors, like they don't like it, but they still constantly get it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they rate it based off the flavors of the week. So, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I definitely
We
like
have to do an episode maybe because we got to start bringing some food up here, trying different things. I think that'd be one of our things we have to do. So we
Yeah.
can really so maybe give our really honest opinion. Cause like I said, yeah, crumble cookies, it's okay.
I mean, hey, the hit and miss. I definitely with some flavors they do have is good. I haven't had all tried. Well, they always new, but I haven't had it in a while either. But
Gotcha.
just watch other YouTubers and people they be tasting and trying to like some is good, some is bad.
We got to do an episode. We got to do an episode about that, like with this food. Where it said, "Would you rather?" Like you was talking about earlier, like would you rather? Because I like for donuts and things. Like I just had some ideas about donuts, like duck donuts or Krispy Kreme donuts. Which one would you rather have? Cake donut or
Krispy Kreme.
Okay, see, there you go. So
Krispy Kreme. I mean, I don't know.
But with crumble cookie, like I said, I think that's a personal preference. I think the variety comes. I think that adds. I think that adds to it because they have a different flavor every week, and they rotate it so much. So, and so I think the people just go there just to try different flavors, and I think so that's what I think their niche is, and they understand that.
Yeah, I think people they so gun ho on cookies, like that part of a cookie, and that every time they get it's like it's not a cookie. I'm like, well,
it's not.
It's not. It's not. It's somewhat. It's the shape of a cookie, but it just adds like they have different creative ideas.
They should have called it crumble cake.
They should call it crumble. Just leave it as crumble.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep it as simple like that. Just call it crumble because because people always like to say it's not a cookie. It's like it's underdone. I like it's undercooked. I was
told you people say that.
I was like, but I mean, but hey, that's their preference. So I really can't go against that. So they like what they likes. But if they just called it crumble, but
I think that's a good idea. Just call it crumble. Because it's not a
crumble
cookie.
they will say otherwise. It's their brand. So, but it's cool. It's a cool brand though. Cool brand. Cool concept. Something new that they always to bring. Anything else you want to say?
No, man. I think this was a good episode, man. Man, we appreciate y'all tuning in this week, man. We had to come up with something to talk. We didn't have any movies or man, we have to look at some shows, man. Because I know it is some shows out. Like for instance, man, we got to start looking at Twisted Metal, the Twisted Metal show.
Yeah, Twisted Metal.
And then
but I like the binge watch. I don't like watching episode to episode. That's just
okay. Yeah, we'll wait till that. We'll finish and then we'll watch it and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Because it just
we need to do.
There's a lot of shows.
We got a few shows. So man, we'll get into that. Man, we'll hopefully get that in the next week or so, or maybe the next few episodes we'll start talking about some of these shows because especially now with fall coming, a lot of shows come back in the fall. So we'll start getting diving into those.
Peacemaker season 2 coming out real soon. Gen Z.
So so we'll get into that.
Is it Gen V?
I'm talking about Gen Z. Lord have mercy. Gen V. You know what I'm talking about. Gen V. So we'll get into that, man. We just appreciate y'all tuning in this week, man. As we navigate the preseason and we talk about some of the things that especially with fantasy football. Next week we do our draft on fantasy football. Maybe we'll do a little quick mock one next week. Maybe we'll see.
We might. Hey, but definitely leave in comments of what y'all think about the Panthers preseason so far. Should people panic, or should they stay strong to stay home and just wait to week 1?
Stay calm.
Stay calm. To week 1 shows and also leave a comment. Would you rather have an active quarterback, strong arm quarterback, looser running back or power back or route running receiver or a speedster. So, and leave who you would draft in your fantasy as well. So out of those 3 positions.
Yeah, man. Just
And,
leave, man. Yeah, just leave some comments for us, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And also like and subscribe if you had not done that. Just please.
Yes. Like, comment, and what, brother?
And subscribe.
Subscribe. There we go. That's all we got to
man,
do. That's
please.
what we need from the people.
Yeah.
We need from the people.
Yes, we do. So
We believe in the people. Fandom Flavor.